Oh, are we already recording? Damn it. Hey, listen, y'all. If you have a podcast and it's in a specific niche, and you don't know what to talk about, especially if you want to make more money, well, in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what you should be talking about to help you make more money if your podcast is niche specific. You want to stick around for the entire video because I'm going to be breaking it all down. I'm Brendan Boyd, and I help entrepreneurs and business owners get more exposure for their products and services by getting them on podcasts. And also, if you are a podcaster and you want to learn how to monetize, my team and I can help you monetize your podcast without brand deals, without sponsorships, without a lot of YouTube, and if you just got started right now. Back to the video. So when you have a niche-driven podcast, a lot of people feel like that might be a detriment, especially if you're looking to sell something. Well, you might get confused on what type of guest should I have on, what should my talking points be, and can I actually make the podcast profitable if my niche is very specific? But this actually isn't a problem. It can actually be a benefit. It can actually be something that's going to bring you a lot of money. I want you to stick around for this entire video. I'm gonna break it down, yo. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to restructure the way that you think about this podcast thing, especially if you have a very niche specific, concept or idea, podcast, and it's not really like for everyone. It's like for a small niche, right? I want you to restructure the way that you think about the podcast. I want you to turn your podcast into a lead generation podcast or a lead generation show. And I want you to not just have industry professionals on the show. I want you to use your podcast as a tool for you to bring on potential prospects that can be leads back into one of your offers or the product or service that you provide. Because if you do this, that 30, 60, or 90 minutes that you spend with that potential prospect, they're gonna turn into a warm prospect that is gonna turn into a warm lead that might actually be a sale right now or an appointment that you set that's gonna be led to a sale. It's really close to the strategy that I talk about in other videos known as podcast closing. So you're gonna be using that strategy to actually close the deals after you warm them up. But let's kind of go over to some of the benefits by restructuring your podcast to a lead generation pod or a lead generation show. Let's talk about some of the benefits that you're going to get by doing that. And again, just to lay it out, you're not gonna have a podcast that's niche specific, bringing on other experts that are in your field. You're not gonna do that. What I want you to do is restructure the way that you think about it and bring the value, but invite potential prospects that can be leads that can turn into potential clients on the podcast, and then have real conversations and then go over some of those things. So let's talk about some of the things that you're gonna benefit from by just restructuring the way that you think about approaching your podcast. So number one, you can solve pain points that your potential prospect or customers and clients face and why your product or service makes sense. You can bring up real case studies, you can bring up real scenarios that address these particular pain points. You can ask the guests that are prospects if they have faced these pain points, these challenges, if they're going through these things, if they can see some of these things being like, an issue or obstacle that they would run into. You can actually solve that problem in real time for them on the podcast live, all right? So you're going to literally tackle pain points that the market is telling you, pain points that clients and prospects would face or have faced that your product and service can actually solve. You're going to address those literally on the podcast with a potential prospect live and solve their problems and let them know why literally what you do can be a benefit or help them get over the hurdle, the obstacle, or the issue that they're facing. Number two, you can bust myths or talk about trending topics that are right now present in the marketplace when it comes to your subject matter. These could be things that have just popped up. This could be new way people are consuming content as it relates to your subject matter. This could be, concerns that have, arose in the marketplace. These could be things that are sticking points, anything that people may just face or go through that have absolutely nothing to do with what your product and service actually can solve, but it's just kind of out there in society and people just think that, oh, this is associated with what you do. You can literally clear the air when it comes to all of that stuff right there live in real time with a prospect guest that again can become a client. Number three, you can share your industry expertise. You can display why you're an authority. You can show Why? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 3 years, whatever extensive knowledge and mastership that you have, you can put it on display and show them why you are the proven brand, business owner, man, woman, that is the one that can solve, serve, and help as many people as possible, why you are the go-to person. You can literally put your expertise and mastership on display. All this is gonna do is bring more credibility, more authority, and let more people know, especially the guest prospect, know why you are the one that they should be working with, why you are the one that's synonymous with that specific niche. You can put all of that on display. And the next thing that you could do is answer every single question. Now, what's cool about bringing on prospects as guests is they don't know what they don't know. So they may ask you questions that might be new to you. They may ask you questions that you've heard so many times. They may ask you questions that are, personal and specific to what they're going through. And you're gonna be able to answer all these questions. You can answer them all. All that's gonna do is make you look like the top G in a space. They would be crazy not to then want to work with you. So you can answer all those questions in real time and build up so much. Okay, we got 2 more left. The next thing that you're gonna be doing is you're going to be able to literally turn that prospect guest into a potential client by, after spending 30, 60, 90 minutes on a podcast, 20 minutes, however long the length for the show is going to be, it's going to be easy for you to turn that guest, that prospect guest, into a warm lead. Close them in real time or book a call and have your team close them and turn that prospect guest into dollars, into cash, into revenue, all by using the podcast as a lead generation asset and then taking it a step further and applying the podcast close. Finally, we get to the end. Now, this is one of my favorite things you're gonna be doing. You're gonna be creating testimonials in real time because you can use this podcast. It's a podcast, so it's gonna be published. You can create more credibility in real time. You're gonna have strangers, right? Prospect guests edifying you. You're gonna be putting your mastership and your expertise on display for other viewers to find and learn that, you know what? I got the same problem, I got the same issue. All my questions are answered. I'm gonna click the link below in the description and I'm just gonna book a call and work with you because you did all of that in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, however long you set it up. So all of this stuff happens in real time and that's how you can turn a niche specific podcast or niche specific topic-based podcast into a lead generation tool that's gonna drive more traffic, drive more revenue, book more calls, and close more deals. So if you're a podcaster, you're watching this, if you're a business owner, you're watching this, you got a niche-based specific podcast, or maybe you're thinking about launching a podcast that's niche-based and specific, and you need some help. You want some help, right? Click the link below, book a call to see if you're a good fit for my team to help you guys build out your niche-based specific podcast, turn that podcast into a lead generation asset, utilize pod closing, close more deals, book more appointments on your calendar, and drive more sales into your business, all right? Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and leave a comment below. Help your boy out, all right? This has been another amazing episode. I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Let's get it.
Hey creators, when it comes to content creation, are you feeling overwhelmed because your videos are a drag? Maybe you're spending too much time editing videos when you should be working on your business. Your brand deserves better and you'll need your time back. Introducing Podchop. We'll help you grow your brand and have more polished, professional, and consistent content. We will do everything. All you need to do is create and submit your raw podcast or short-form videos. We'll change your videos into more savable, shareable, and engaging content. Sign up now. Start getting amazing videos fast.